Assassin's Creed 3 Remastered. And apparently I have Liberations Remastered too. Maybe later. Yeah, I might get that later, but for the time being, first one. Yeah, hopefully my brother didn't do anything, because he gets on my name and plays games. Yeah, my notes and stuff. Oh, do I have this too? I will check that out later. So I might have three things. The main story for Assassin's Creed, Liberations, and the Tyrant of King Washington. Yes! If I don't have, the first... Oh, sweet, he's saying the same thing. This is my brother. This is me.
Used to be when people talked about the end of the world, we locked them up. Or laughed them off.
I do
Sometimes both. But we never took them seriously.
Well, I do.
Maybe we should have.
Second thing sometimes.
But I'm getting ahead of myself. Better to start at the beginning, with the abduction of Desmond Miles, my son. This boy had no ambition, no direction, no plans for the future. What he did have was a heritage, one he chose to deny. It nearly cost him his life. He was captured and imprisoned. Those who took him believed he could help them find something.
The first model of the animus looked weird.
One of several artifacts we call pieces of Eden. Bits of ancient technology scattered across the globe. Some hidden, some found, all of them dangerous.
Sweet.
Most are held by a single group, the same group that now had Desmond. You know them as Abstergo Industries. We know them as the Templars, as the enemy. We've been fighting them for thousands of years. Even longer if you believe the stories of their origins. I do. After all, I've seen the truth. That's
I can't
the
tell
beauty
if
and the
that's
horror of the
a generic
animus.
assassin or
A device that allows us to enter and experience the lives of our ancestors. It holds the power to change everything, to show us history the way it really happened. Up until its creation, to the victor went the spoils, went the truth. We're trying to fix that, to free minds and bodies both. But there's only so much that we can do.
Man, that's
and the
nice
Templars have the upper hand these days. But something larger than the Assassins and Templars is approaching. Bigger than all of us. And if we can't find a way to stop it, these next few weeks will probably be our last. Everyone's last. In the end, it all comes down to him. To Desmond. Through the Animus, he discovered his heritage, explored the lives of his ancestors, and uncovered their secrets. When that was done, he trained. He used another ancestor to provide decades of experience in the span of a few days. It worked. We think. We hope. Soon, though, soon we'll know. That ominous date fast approaches, December 21st, 2012.
Oh, yeah.
None of us knows what it'll bring, only that this is where they want us to be. When it does.
There's too many twos and ones.
They've been guiding us in their own fractured, frustrating way. These voices from the first civilization, the ones who came before,
Oh yeah,
a precursor race of immense power and uncertain motives. They're the ones who made the pieces of Eden. This is where they've led him, and through him, us. He stands at the entrance to this long-lost place, armed with the knowledge of Altair and the abilities of Ezio. He holds in his hands the apple of Eden, and we stand at his side, ready to support him however we can. His name is Desmond Miles, and he has brought us to the end.
This is gonna be bittersweet for me. This is my favorite Assassin's Creed. I'm sad how it ended. Mostly after 4. After this, it was never the same. After 4, it really wasn't the same. Halloween.
We're here.
If I remember correctly, didn't this game come out sometime along with a DLC for Skyrim? I can't really remember. It was a while ago.
Let's go.
Not a long while, but well enough for me to not be sure. I just hope they don't. Well, now I have to relearn the controls. I may have stopped with Assassin's Creed Origins and Odyssey. There's probably more. Knew it. I knew he was gonna invite me. Now I gotta tell him I'm streaming, so. Okay. Well, that's happening.
In another moment, down went Alice after it, never once considering how in the world she was to get out again.
Hopefully they see it instead of just try repeatedly spamming me with invites. Ah, yes. Nothing. Wow, everyone got on. Why is it that you needed the apples again?
I think we're here.
And specifically the apples. I'm thinking it would be a pain for our people again here. Because they have to find specifically that one out of all the pieces of Eden. And the stairs are destroyed. Ah, it plays like the old stuff. I had bag like Desmond's at one point. It got broken. Oh, crap.
The key. You must find the key.
Wait.
Son?
Sir.
Who?
Here we go again.
Desmond?
Do you hear us?
Yeah. What happened?
The temple triggered a bleeding effect. You collapsed and entered into a fugue state.
So naturally, you dropped me into the Animus instead of, I don't know, making sure I was okay?
You weren't in any danger. Besides, the temple appeared to be communicating with you, and I didn't want to risk severing the connection.
That's
At
messed
least
up.
not until we knew what it wanted.
Right. Of course.
Son,
No, it's fine. I get it. And I know what I'm looking for, by the way. It's a key. Just no idea where it is, though. Guess that's why she triggered the bleeding effect.
She?
Juno, Dad. She's talking to me.
And she's annoying.
Okay, Desmond, while you...
If I remember correctly, what got me into it was seeing that commercial for Assassin's Creed 3. And I'm like, what on earth is Assassin's Creed? And apparently my uncle had the first Assassin's Creed, so I asked him to borrow it. He said no. Instead, he got me a copy of it. Alright, I kind of like it. So I looked for Assassin's Creed 3, and the rest is history. Up till, I want to say 4, I kind of like 4. Up until about 4, I liked the game. Well, yeah, Syndicate was okay. And, not Liberation. The French one. The one where you're, crap. What's that one? But yeah, up until Syndicate, which is the last one before all this confusion, I was really okay with Assassin's Creed. Damn it, what really was the French one? Whatever.
visiting Constantinople, we picked up a software update for the Animus. I'd like to run a couple of quick tests, make sure there aren't any major issues.
All right. What do you need me to do?
We'll start simple. Walk to the marker over there.
Okay.
Okay, Desmond. Let's practice climbing on these objects.
Parkour changed per
Free run your way through this little obstacle course.
thing. It's different each time.
That's a constraint. These are optional objectives that raise your synchronization rate. All right, Desmond. Follow the on-screen instructions and kill the 2 Templars.
What? How am I getting this? Wow. Get off. Really? Well, you can blame that on me. I was going like, what am I going to get wrong? Apparently that messed up my swing.
All you have to do
There we
here
go.
is jump the gap.
Really? Wow, it's becoming more detailed. Actually, now it's starting to look like houses. Data, house. Oh, building.
synchronization levels look good now. We should be able to build the world. Time to find out what the temple wants from you.
Haytham Kenway. I prefer his father and his son better. Not because Haytham's a Templar, but
Sir?
maybe I shouldn't be spoiling.
Sir? Everything all right, sir?
Yes, fine.
I like that word.
I'm just preoccupied, that's all.
Don't forget your invitation. Master Birch will be meeting you inside.
Thank you.
Where shall I retrieve you once you're done?
Front of the Opera House. And be quick about it. Don't expect to be here long.
I'll bring her round at once.
Good. Mario likes his sense of fashion.
Invitation, please. Shall I take your coat, sir?
He ain't touching his coat. Switching. New meh.
Ladies and gentlemen, you are requested to kindly find your seats.
Good evening, sir. This way, please.
My apologies.
What do you mean? You're not interrupting anything.
Evening, Haytham.
Reginald?
I can't tell you how happy I was to hear they'd mounted this revival. Gay's best work by far. Have you seen it before?
Once. My father brought me here as a child. Though I remember little of it. I don't suppose tonight will afford me the luxury of a proper viewing either.
Nope.
No, I'm afraid it won't. On to business then.
I don't know if Haytham likes his
You
father
see
or
him?
not.
And the statesman, because he's so great, thinks he's trade as honest as mine.
He's seated in one of the boxes above.
The stairs are watched. You'll need to find another way up.
Lawyer is an honest employment, so is mine.
I already have.
He accidentally done with capacity.
How do they like the chandeliers?
And form. For 'tis but fitting that we should protect and encourage cheats, since we live by 'em.
Sir, Black Mole had sent word of trial comes on in the afternoon.
1,000 pardons.
And she hopes you will
My apologies.
Yeah.
As the wench is very active and industrious, you may satisfy her that I'll soften the evidence.
Tom Gag, sir, is found guilty.
A lazy dog! When I took him the time before, I told him what would come to if he did not mend his hand.
All I hear is his full timing.
I may venture to book him. For Tom Gag, £40. Let Betty Sly know I'll save her from
Really?
transportation. I can get more by her staying in.
Betty hath brought more goods into our locked here than any private again. And in truth, 'tis a pity to lose so good a customer.
If none of the gang take her off, she may, in the common course of business, live her 12 months longer. I love to let women escape. A good sportsman always lets the end partridges fly, because the breed of the game depends on it. Besides, here the law allows us no reward. There's nothing to be got by the death of women, except our wives.
Ah, time for lockpicking. A very weird element in this. I barely did anything.
I've got a bit of stage fright.
A little Dutch courage up the blooming cheek.
Jeremy's really burning the boards tonight. He's a marvel.
personally don't like plays or opera. I find them, yeah, but nothing I would go to.
Haytham. You should have come to me. We would have found another way.
Yes. But then you would have known.
Yeah.
For what it's worth, I'm sorry.
I don't think it's worth that much.
As am I.
See, this is what confused me earlier. Is he assassin or Templar? I thought he was assassin until the ring thing. Oh, this is gone. Disposed poorly.
Come, please!
Over there! That's the one! That man there! Seize him!
Whatever has happened?
A man was killed in the upper balcony. I've done no wrong. I searched him.
Wow.
Any weapons?
How did all these people
I beg your pardon.
get
They
here?
fight.
Don't push him, please! Please! Let us through!
Can't get out there.
Order! We must have order! Peace, friends. There is no danger.
It happened
We
right
must
in that
leave at
balcony.
once.
What are
Wow,
those men
they-
doing about?
I'm staying where it's safe.
Wow, they cleaned up the
Order!
show
We
quick.
must have order! Move!
Hey!
Where are you going?
Where am I? I want to say London. Because I know we wind up going to America. Wow, the world's building outside. Man, it's been a while.
And how was the opera?
Rather dull, truth be told.
Huh?
Shall we be off then?
Aye. To Fleet and Bride.
By your command.
Is that from
Fascinating. Gentlemen, I hold in my hand a key. And if this book is to be believed, it will open the doors of a storehouse built by those who came before.
Ah, yes. Those who ruled, reigned, and vanished from the world. Do we know what it is that will be held within?
It could contain certain knowledge. Perhaps a weapon, or something as yet unknown, unfathomable in its construction and purpose. It could be any of these things, or none of them. They are still an enigma, these precursors. But of one thing I am certain. Whatever waits behind those doors shall prove a great boon to us all.
Really?
Or our enemies, should they find it first.
They won't. You've seen to that.
I assume you know where this storehouse is?
Ah, Mr. Harrison.
Gentlemen,
How fare your calculations?
I believe the site lies somewhere within this region.
That's a lot of ground to cover.
My apologies. Were that I could be more accurate.
That's all right. It suffices for a start. And that is why we've called you here, Master Kenway. We'd like for you to travel to America, locate the storehouse, and take possession of its contents.
I'm yours to command, although a job of this magnitude will require more than just myself.
Of course. Upon this paper are the names of 5 men sympathetic to our cause. Each is also uniquely suited to aid you in your endeavor. With them at your side, you will want for nothing.
Well, then I'd best be on my way.
I knew our faith in you was not misplaced. We've booked you passage to Boston. Your ship leaves at dawn. Go
does he have
forth,
a
Hatham,
ponytail?
and bring honor to us all.
I kind of feel like watching Mulan. Just because of what he said. How long did it take to get from wherever he was? I want to say London.
Some fresh air might do me good.
I'm not doing any of the games. Just to let you know.
Captain?
Mr. Kenway.
I just wanted to thank you again for taking me aboard, and apologize for any inconvenience it may have caused.
Inconvenience would be an understatement.
I'm sorry, I don't follow.
My ship was held in port for 2 days that we might accommodate you. I lost several contracts as a result.
I had no idea.
Of course not. You nobles are all the same.
No one tells them crap, to be fair. Before I go down, I want to see what this other guy's talking. He does walk slightly faster. Helmsman. And
hello, sir.
Do you expect we'll have a pleasant crossing?
It is a quiet time of year, though rogue storms in troubled waters are not unheard of. But no need to fret. At worst, they'll prove an inconvenience. I'm more concerned about pirates and rogue privateers.
Have you encountered them before?
Aye. But the Providence is a strong ship, and her crew well trained. They will surely keep us safe.
The Providence. Strong name. I like it. Always have. I'm happy I was
and
born,
then all will be well.
You sure about that?
Of course. Have I ever led you astray?
Nah. No, you don't sit right with the others.
Have faith, my friend. You'll see.
Well, well. Seems our esteemed guest has deigned to grace us with his presence. You might want to head back to your quarters. Top deck's no place for tender parnells.
So I thought. And yet here you are.
Fancy yourself a joker, eh? Let's see how funny you find this.
That's enough, Graves.
Stay out of this.
I got cracked my hand. I'm holding out. I'm holding O. I'm holding it. It's not doing crap. It's not doing it. It says parry 1. It won't let me parry. Oh, before the attack indicated Here's what the guy said. Oh, that's what I'm doing.
Listen to this, Hector. Thinks he can swagger on up here and declare himself king of the castle.
Please, fellas, call this off. If the captain sees us...
To hell with the captain. And to hell with you, Mills. Whose side you on, anyway?
We're ready to go again if you are.
This is unwise.
Why's that? You think I'm afraid of you?
No. But you should be.
Whew.
Do you yield?
Never! How do you like these odds?
I like them quite well.
What's the meaning of this?
Captain,
Explain yourself at once, Mr. Kenway.
these thought we were simply passing the time with a bit of sport, Captain.
How about you pass the time by doing your goddamn jobs instead? I wasn't aware I was paying you to loll about. A word, please, Mr. Kenway.
Oh, I nearly forgot. There's your knife back.
I don't care for you, Mr. Kenway. I've had nothing but trouble since you came aboard.
Your problems have nothing to do with me.
I beg your pardon?
You're a poor leader, ill-tempered and cruel, and it's clear your crew has no respect for you.
Look, I don't want to argue. In fact, I need a favor.
Oh, this is rich.
I suspect some of the men intend to mutiny.
Really? What a surprise.
As I cannot trust any of them, I am compelled to turn to you.
And why should I help you?
Because if they do intend to betray, I'm the only hope you have of reaching America alive.
Fair enough.
Well, what will it be?
If what you say is true, what other choice do I have?
Think.
But let me be clear. Should you ever dare to insult or threaten me again, I'll not hesitate but to cut off your head myself. Are we understood? Excellent. Good day.
Again, never said I didn't like Hatham. How you deal day 28? How long does it take to get? How long did it take to get to America back then? I was never good in history.
Mr. Kenway.
Captain?
Whatever they're up to, I believe it's coming to a head.
I'd best get to work.
It says 6 weeks. Which, in my opinion, is...
He's cut our rations again. Claims we're not provisioned for such luxuries.
It's not right that you should feast on lamb and wine. We're stuck
fella.
with
Won't
tin
hardly
fish
take his hat off.
biscuits.
Keeps his face in it.
You looking for another fight? That it? Go away.
I'll fight him. That doesn't seem like he's interested, and I'm not interested in games. Seriously, I'm not that joking.
I ain't got nothing to say to you.
Well,
quite the basting you gave Graves and Quill.
Wasn't by choice.
Aye. Blockheads, the both of them. Where are my manners? Louis Mills. Pleased to meet you.
Hatham Kenway.
Ouch.
So, should I be watching my back?
I think the boys learned their lesson. They're normally not so nasty. Honest, it's just the past few crossings have been a bit rough.
Oh?
Captain's trying to cut costs. Reduced rations, lower wages, more dangerous cargo. It's put the crew on edge.
Is there cause for concern, then?
Not if I can help it. But the captain needs to think about the way he treats his men.
Why don't you complain? And again, I'm not sure if that's really a thing you can do back then. Not sure about how things work back here.
You there! I have some questions for you.
That's nice, but I ain't got time to gossip. Probably wouldn't have anything useful to share anyway. You want information? Try the cook or the doctor. Everyone's always chatting them up.
Fair enough. Plus, once me is the doctor. Now I'm thinking of Dr. Who. Perfect.
Doctor, if you have a moment.
Have you taken ill?
No, nothing like that. I was wondering if you'd heard any rumblings of trouble aboard.
What sort of trouble?
Unusual complaints or grievances? Men taking issue with the captain or
You
the
sound
passengers?
just like James. Like I told him, I've been much too busy with my research to notice anything not work-related.
And where might I find James?
The galley's your best bet. Now, if you'll excuse me...
Still gotta talk to the cook. Apparently I don't.
Are you James?
Aye.
Hatham Kenway. Pleased to meet you.
I know who you are.
Of course you are.
I was hoping you could answer some questions.
I figured as much, but not here. Follow me. So, what do you want to know?
Have you seen or heard anything out of the ordinary since we left port? Anything that gives cause for concern?
Some of the men have been gathering at night on the upper deck. I've only caught bits of their conversations, so I couldn't say for certain what they're up to. But I suspect it bodes ill.
Is it a mutiny they're planning?
Most likely.
All I know is they've little love for the captain. Mills has been trying to talk him down, but there's only so much one man can do.
Thank you for the information.
I only wish to see us reach the colonies alive.
Evening, sir.
Not yourself. Find how
are things?
Learn to
Calm and quiet. Just the way I like it. What brings you topside?
Thought I'd wander a bit. Stretch my legs. That's all.
Take care where you tread. The deck hides all manner of danger in the dark.
What was that?
Cargo.
Someone's throwing cargo overboard. But why?
Investigate. Of course. We're moving.
He's a shifty fella. Won't hardly take his hat off. Keeps his face in...
Quiet! Here he comes. Make like you're working.
They call me Hanging.
Alright. They're definitely
He's got
talking
our
about
rations again. Claims we're not provisioned for such luxuries.
It's not right that you should feast on lamb and wine, duck, tinned fish and biscuits.
Ah. An X.
Curious. Most curious.
Months. God, that sounds terrible. And they barely on month 1. Or past month 1.
Any news?
Each night it's the same. I scout one area, and they drop the painted barrels from another. I'm going to need to recruit an extra pair of eyes. Maybe James or Mills.
Why are they doing this?
Near as I can tell, the barrels serve as markers. They're leaving a trail. My fear is it's only a matter of time before whoever's following it...
Ship sighted aft! She's making ready to fire!
Beat to quarters, men! Ready them! Brace! Everybody down!
Warning shot.
A warning shot! Seems they don't mean to sink us, but board us instead! Man the cannons! Make ready to fight! I want you below decks.
Why? Let me help you secure the ship.
Do you know how to rig a sail? To load a cannon? To wage war at sea?
No, no, and no.
I didn't think so.
Oh, yeah.
Now return to your cabin. Or do I need to have you escorted?
That's messed up. And you should punch him in the face. I would.
Secure the hatch!
Haytham.
Have you been topside? A ship's appeared and means to board us. It's strange. There's no sign of mutiny aboard. Doesn't make sense.
Ah, but it does.
What do you mean?
Did you think you could escape from London so easily after what you did at the opera? That we wouldn't notice? That we wouldn't follow?
Ah. So that's what this is about.
Surrender, and I will see that you are treated with honor.
If you wish to treat me with honor, give me a sword.
Are you sure this is how you want to play it?
What's with the broken boxes? Really? What was he looking for? Another sword? Stolen. Easily. Why didn't you just give him the extra sword? Oh wait, I remember this. Yeah. Probably one of the best. Ah, dirt. Yes, breaking the boxes. Ah, you punched me. Okay.
Stay below decks.
I did as you asked. Only Mills was there waiting for me. He's the one that drew that ship here. There was no mutiny, only him.
What do they want?
Me.
Then they can have you.
Is that so?
They'll catch us anyway. There's nothing to be done.
I can think of something.
You wish us to sail into the storm?
It's our only chance.
I won't do it.
Do it.
Then I will.
All right. All right.
See, that's a hidden blade.
I told you this was madness.
Calm yourself. I'll fix your sail for you.
Right, it's pulling. What is this angle of this pulling?
We need more speed! Loose the sails! Hate them! You take the foremast! James, to the mainmast with you!
No. Yo, I was about to fall. That's cool.
Help! Please! Hurry! I can't hold on much longer! Oh, thank you, thank you.
Oh, looks like they're back now. Oh, they died. That's, you know, that's something. 372. Oh God. Hmm? Oh, screw you. I'm at the 32nd marker.
Make ready for our arrival, men!
Arrival? I see no land, only this interminable fog.
The gulls tell us all we need to know. Climb into the crow's nest and you'll see.
Time for one of the best title cards. Actually, every single Assassin's Creed had a very good title card. Ugh. personally think is probably my second best. The only reason why it's not the best is because they normally have a logo for it. This one didn't. Which memory sequence am I at, too?
Master Kenway! Master Kenway!
Yes, may I help you?
Charles Lee, sir. A pleasure to make your acquaintance. I've been asked to introduce you to the city, help you settle in. Oh, no need, sir. I've arranged for your bags to be delivered to the inn.
Are you by any chance John and Isabella's son?
One and the same.
Your commission is with Edward Braddock, is it not?
Aye. But he's yet to reach America, and I figured I might... Well, at least until he arrives, I thought...
Yes? Out with it?
Forgive me, sir.
Hello, sir.
I had hoped that I might study under you. If I am to serve the Order, I can imagine no better mentor than yourself.
Bloody hell!
Kind of you to say, but I think you overestimate me.
Impossible, sir. This way.
Him.
Yeah, no. Ah, you dicks.
Boston's quite a lively city.
There's all manner of things to see and do. Once you've settled in, I suggest you take some time to walk the streets. Who knows what opportunities you might discover.
Hold a moment. Need to fetch a few things before we get to work.
I'll arrange for horses while you do that.
Oh, another game.
Back here with that, you rogue!
Don't know why I'm meeting Benjamin Franklin.
Damn sprigs. This accursed city will be the death of me.
You seem troubled, friend.
That's because I am. Greatly so, in fact.
What's happened?
I was robbed. The old Balkan file. Though I've managed to restore what's mine, I fear it's ruined.
You mean the book?
This is no ordinary book. It's an almanac. The first I ever wrote. Benjamin Franklin, pleased to meet you.
Hatham Kenway.
You must be new to Boston.
Why do you say that?
You're still possessed of virtue. To stop and help an old lout like myself. I don't mean to impose, but you seem a spry fellow. Should you happen to find my missing pages, I'll reward you.
Look, I'm not sure if I've...
It's all right, all right. If you have the time, hurrah. If not, no harm done. The thing is useless in its current state anyway. But should you somehow manage to restore it, you'll find me inside that general store over there.
Well, that was interesting.
Ah, April Fool's Day. I can go ahead and look for pages of his own. If I remember correctly, they start off, staying still and then they start blowing off into the wind.
Good day, sir. Yeah, come in.
What's up? Sword and pistol. Bye. Check for normal weapons. Ah, normal sword. How much are pounds? It's good for combo. Oh, pretty good in speed. Okay, and damage. The rate of fire is... I can't tell if the rate of fire is good or bad.
Gazette, your best source for news.
We ride for the Green Dragon Tavern. The proprietors are eccentric, but the rooms are spacious and they do not pry.
Have you been told why it is I've come to Boston?
No, Master Birch said I should know only as much as you saw fit to share. He sent me a list of names and bade me ensure you could find them.
And have you had any luck with that?
Aye. William Johnson waits for us at the Green Dragon.
How well do you know him?
Not well, but he saw the order's mark and did not hesitate to come.
Prove yourself loyal to our cause, and you may yet know our plans as well.
I should like nothing more, sir.
I'm trying to remember what do all those the enemy icons mean exactly. I don't know the ones with this, normally them. New weapon available. Front straight. Dagger sword. Finger sword. Light cavalry sailor. French cutlass. Are all these swords? Kato sword. Smoke bombs. Smoke bombs. Yeah. That was a weird show. More crap. I'm not really gonna pay attention to later. Oh, this is
You lying, cheating, no good son of a bitch.
Perhaps we've come at a bad time.
Oh, don't be foolish, dearies. Please, sit. Fancy something to eat? A drink, perhaps? Or is it a bed you require?
We've already let rooms here.
Oh, yes. Of course. Masters Lee and Kenway, was it? I'll have your bags brought up.
This is awkward.
Do you require anything further?
Only privacy.
Only privacy.
This way.
How they talk is so weird. Damn, how tall is everyone here? And why did he just stand up? I would have been sitting down. He sat right back down.
Sir, William Johnson.
A pleasure. A good lad, if a bit earnest. I'm told you're putting together an expedition.
We believe there's a precursor site in the region. I require your knowledge of the land and its people to find it.
Sadly, my research has been stolen. Without it, I'm of no use to you.
Then we'll find it. Do you have any leads?
My associate, Thomas Hickey, has been making the rounds. He's quite good at loosening tongues.
Well, tell me where I can find him. I'll see if I can't speed things up.
We've heard rumors of bandits operating from a compound southwest of here. You'll likely find him there.
Charles?
Sir.
We'd best be off.
Of course.
After Charles joins, he becomes kind of a dick. I'll try talking to them later. Looks like it's Charles who I would be talking to. I'll do that later. Ah, yes.
Thomas Hickey?
Who's asking?
Haytham Kenway.
Is that supposed to mean something?
Show some respect, boy.
Peace, Charles.
William Johnson sent us in the hopes we might expedite your search.
Don't need no expediting. Don't need none of your fancy London speak neither. I found the men that done the theft.
Then why are you just lazing around?
Figuring out how to deal with those varlets.
I have an idea.
Well, let's hear it.
I'll kill the lookout, take up a position behind the guards. You two approach from the front. When I open fire on the group, you charge in. About the element of surprise on our side. Half will fall before they've even realized what's happened.
Nice, I like it.
Get into position. But wait for me to take the first shot.
I would have liked these guns more, but...
You two, clear off. So much for the element of surprise.
Reinforcement!
Ah.
Spare musket, and you won't have to reload.
Fuck this off. I already had that thing reloaded.
Fall back! Fall back! We'll be safe inside!
What now?
We can blow the door with those. Go on, shoot them.
Of course. God, this is a terrible, terrible one-shot gun.
On with the show, then. Guess they wasn't so safe inside after all. Lay down your weapons, and I'll consider letting you live.
I make you the same offer. We've no quarrel. I only wish to return this chest to its rightful owner.
Nothing rightful about Mr. Johnson.
I won't ask again.
Agreed.
I just got it.
Your kind has no need for books and maps. Who put you up to this?
Never seen a person. It's always been dead drops and letters. But they always pay, so we do the jobs.
Well, those days are done. Tell your masters I said as much.
Who should I say you are?
You don't? They'll know.
Atham, this one's got some shot on him. You might want to be grabbing it on account of your pistol being parched. Back to the Green Dragon, then. I need a drink.
Well... last thing I
Careful,
need.
gents. We've company.
Don't let go of the chest, Charles. We'll take care of this rabble.
What? Them bodies is sure to have loot on them. Would be a shame to let it all go to waste.
Are you mad? In case you've forgotten, we're in the midst of something.
Aw, why's you always got to go and spore the sport?
I don't need to grab this. I want my gun back. I don't need to loot him for ammo. How's that? Come on. Where are they? What's that?
Thomas! What? Over there, that's what! Deal with them!
Look at those bandits running around all up the shop.
A little help, please!
Ryan, I'm coming.
Oh my god.
Whatever's in this chest is worth it.
Come on now. It's just a few fools with knives. They ain't so tough.
It's not the scoundrels I'm concerned with.
Why do I hear Shrek? But I did like Shrek. Yeah, I like the first one very much.
A little help, please!
Quit you crying, I'm coming. Look at those bandits running around all up the shop.
That seems to be the last of them.
Oi! Mr. Johnson's gonna need to double my pay after all this if he expects me to keep at his side.
There you are.
My thanks, Master Kenway. Now, tell me what it is you need.
The images on this amulet, are they familiar to you? Perhaps one of the tribes has shown you something similar.
It appears Kanyan Gahaga in origin.
Can you trace it to a specific location? I need to know where it came from.
With my research returned, perhaps. Let me see what I can do. Thomas!
What?
Rent yourself a room. And a bath as well. I suspect we'll be here for a while.
Again, I like... might as well try and make friendly.
Tell me about yourself, William.
What's to tell? I was born in Ireland to Catholic parents, which I learnt early in life severely limited my opportunities. So I converted to Protestantism and journeyed here at the behest of my uncle. But I fear my uncle Peter was not the swiftest of men. He sought to open trade with the Conyan Gahaga, but chose to build his settlement away from the trade routes instead of on them. I tried to reason with the man, but as I said, not the swiftest. So I took what little money I'd earned and bought my own little plot of land. I built a home, a farm, a store, and a mill. Humble beginnings, but well situated, which made all the difference.
So this is how you came to know the Mohawk?
Indeed. And it has proved a valuable relationship.
With still no mention from your contacts of the precursor site? No hidden temple or ancient constructs?
Yes and no. Which is to say, they have their fair share of sacred sites. Earthen mounds, forest clearings, hidden caves. But nothing matching what you describe. No strange metals. No odd glows.
It is well hidden.
Even to them, it seems. But cheer up, my friend. You'll have your precursor treasure. I swear it.
To our success, then.
And soon. Should not be much longer.
I can do small talk. I hate that. Come on. I was...
Any news?
Whispers of things. Nothing solid at the moment. I know you're looking for word of anything out of the ordinary. Dealing with temples and spirits and ancient times and whatnot. But, so far, can't say my boys have heard much.
No trinkets or artifacts being moved through your... shadow market?
Nothing new. Couple of ill-gotten weapons, some jewelry likely lifted from a living thing. But you said to listen for talk of glows and ums and strange sights, right? And I ain't heard nothing about that.
Keep at it.
Oh, I will. You done me a great service, mister. And I fully intend to repay my debt. Thricefold, if it pleases.
Ooh.
Thank you, Thomas.
Place to sleep and meal to eat is thanks enough. Don't you worry. I'll get you sorted soon.
And time for the next mission. I'll stop when I hit the third thing. Bye-bye. The third sequence.
Evening, gentlemen.
Charming.
Oh, peace, Charles. He'll grow on you.
Oi! Catherine, you fussock! Get back here! Daddy needs a drink.
How fares the search?
Maths and maps are not cutting it.
What of your local contacts?
We'll need to earn their trust before they'll share what they know.
I have an idea on how we might be affecting that. There's a man who's taken to enslaving natives. Rescue them, and they'll owe us.
Do you know where they're being held?
Afraid not.
Benjamin Churchwill. He's a finder and a fixer. He's also on your list.
And there I was, wondering whom I might solicit next. Well done.
Okay. To this Benjamin dude. I want to see what Charles has to say.
When I know something, you'll know something.
Do you like it here, Charles?
There's a certain charm to Boston, I suppose. To all of the colonies, really. Granted, their cities have none of London's sophistication or splendor, but the people are earnest and hardworking. They've a pioneer spirit I find compelling.
It's quite something, really, watching a place that's finally found its feet.
Has it, though? The French still wage war from up north, and I fear the Spanish have designs upon this place as well. Is this a new world, or just another battlefield?
Ah, that's a story old as time itself, and one that's not like to change. We're cruel and desperate creatures, set in our conquering ways. The Saxons and the Franks, the Ottomans and Safavids. I could go on for hours. The whole of human history is but a series of conflicts and subjugations. A desire for more and more and more.
I pray one day we rise above it.
Whilst you pray, I'll act. We'll see who finds success first, hmm?
It was an expression.
Aye, and a dangerous one. Words have power. Wield them wisely.
I've some work I should finish. Let us speak later.
Oh.
This business with Silas confuses me. If Britain stands any chance of pushing back the French, they must ally with the natives, not enslave them.
Silas is loyal only to his purse. That his actions harm the crown is irrelevant. So long as there are buyers for his product, he'll continue to procure it.
All the more reason to stop him, then.
My days are spent in Congress with the locals, attempting to convince them that we're the ones they should trust. That the French are merely using them as tools, to be abandoned once they've won.
Your words must lose their strength when held against the reality of Silas' actions.
I've tried to explain that he does not represent us, but he wears the red coat. He commands a fort. I must appear to them either a liar or a fool. Likely both.
Take heart, brother. When we deliver them his head, they'll know your words were true.
Alright. I'm out. Can I fast walk or run?
Wonderful.
Excellent.
Charles?
Sir?
Seems like we're not the only ones looking for Mr. Church.
Damn it, he could be anywhere. What do we do?
We find him. Come. I'll show you how.
Time to eavesdrop.
Come see these innovative marvels.
Should we write his family, do you think?
Not our business to meddle, even if we've the best of intentions.
What?
Knowledge in the
was just in the middle of it.
But if you could have seen it, they were surely drunk carrying on like that, and during the day, no less.
The Boston Gazette, your best source for news.
I can't move. I would love to. I really would love to. There we go.
What scandalous behavior from one who aims to be a surgeon. Not likely if he keeps up such carousing.
Truly a shameful display. Benjamin's parents would be mortified.
Perhaps I should send someone to retrieve him before he damages his reputation beyond repair.
They stumbled off to the northeast, no doubt in search of a tavern or some other place of ill repute.
Start questioning those on the street. I'm headed for higher ground.
To all carpenters,
Right, if I remember correctly, Hatham can't climb trees. I can use this to hide later. Something that I really miss doing.
Time to take a listen. With luck, one of those people knows what became of Benjamin.
all the news, much more in today's Gazette.
There's few people. I'm gonna find one that has where it's easier to listen to them.
I've asked the criers, but they all plead ignorance.
Bugger that! They're lying!
Aye. Well, what can I do? Threats light off them and I'll not deign to grovel.
Actions speak louder than words, my friend. Arrest one and put him in stocks. See if he's so glib then.
To do so without cause will set them singing songs about us. Last thing the city needs is town criers complaining about our abuse of authority.
And forget it. The crime is done. The killer's gone. Those who know won't share their secrets. If the city wishes to harbor scoundrels, let them pay the price for it.
And there goes some pages.
Fosters advanced knowledge in the colonies by royal charter.
So he says to Church that one way or another the debt would be settled. I don't envy the man. He's grim times ahead.
Well, what do you think they're planning?
All I know is it can't be good. Cato is with them.
Probably looking for a nice, quiet place to do the deed. From what I hear tell, his work usually involves quite a bit of screaming.
Which reminds me, we'd best not buy any meat tomorrow.
Good call, that.
No synchronization point. There, get it. Oh, my ass is trying to break. I thought I screwed up for a second.
I asked if I could help, and they waved me away. Insisted it was all under control. How odd. Did they say what had happened? No. Only that it was a trifling matter, and he'd be returned home soon. There was some blood, though, so I wonder if it wasn't more serious than they let on. Where were they taking him? Towards the hilltop. Perhaps there's a doctor at the fort.
See, Charles? We'll have church in no time, just as I said we would.
If I might ask, sir, where did you learn to do all this?
It is a requirement when you're raised in the manner that I was. Perception is fundamental to the Order. It guides the feet when running and climbing, informs the hands when striking and fighting. But most important, it transforms the senses, and we begin to know the world in a different way.
Country Journal. The world for a penny.
Careful. The place is well guarded. We need to slip past them.
Really?
Locked. I'll have to find the key. Wait here.
That was cool.
Here we are then.
Why must you always make these things so difficult, Benjamin? Merely provide me with recompense, and all shall be forgiven.
I'll not pay for protection I don't need.
Clearly, you do require protection. Else we wouldn't be here. How very gauche.
What?
Now, what shall we do about our guest?
Maybe I'll take his hands. Put an end to his surgering. Maybe I'll take his tongue. Put an end to his waggling. Or maybe I'll take his cock. Put an end to his fucking us.
There's
So many options. I can't possibly decide. Take all three.
No, hold a moment. Perhaps I was hasty in refusing you earlier.
Too late.
I'm so very sorry, Benjamin. But that door has closed.
Be reasonable, Silas.
I rather think I was. But you took advantage of my generosity. I won't be made a fool a second time.
That's debatable.
I fear I lack the constitution to bear witness to such barbarism. Come find me when you're finished, Cutter.
You'll regret this, Silas. Do you hear me? I'll have your head.
No. I rather think you won't.
Still a minute. I gotta decide where to start.
You're a ruffian. Commoner's dirt, Cutter.
I'm proud of it.
Your parents must be so very proud to have raised a specimen like yourself.
Quiet now. I need to concentrate on me work. Maybe you'll get lucky.
Oi! Over here, you bastard! Come on!
Who are you?
Hatham Kenway, at your service.
I don't understand. Why are you here?
Walk with me, Mr. Church, and all will be explained.
Oh, he was a real person. My phone. I have to get used to how my phone works again. Oh boy. Yeah. He's drinking, but he's chewing?
Johnson's told me what you intend. As it happens, the man who held me is the same one that you seek. His name is Silas Thatcher.
That fancy lad is our slaver?
Don't let his velvet tongue deceive you. A crueler and more vicious creature I've never known.
What can you tell me of his operation?
He hosts at least 100 men, more than half of whom are redcoats.
All this for some slaves?
Hardly. The man's a commander in the King's troop, in charge of the Southgate Fort.
We need to find a way inside. Let me think on it.
In the meantime, I'll attend to our final recruit.
John Pitcairn's our man. I'll take you to him.
My memories so sorry there. 1, 2. Trying together. Maybe later.
State your business.
New recruit.
More kindling for the pyre, eh? Well, go on then.
How'd you manage that?
Did you forget, sir? My commission is with General Braddock. When I'm not attending to you, of course.
Pitcairn, you fool! Your acts are treacherous. Give me one good reason. I shouldn't kill you right now. Were you planning to announce yourself? Or did you hope my men wouldn't notice your arrival?
If you'll allow me to explain.
Ho ho! By all means. I should like very much to hear this.
I have not deserted, sir. I am here under Commander Amherst's orders.
Show me a letter bearing his seal, and you might be spared the gallows.
I have no such thing. The nature of my work, sir.
It's the sort of thing best not put to paper.
Hatham.
General Braddock?
I suppose I shouldn't be surprised. Wolves often travel in packs.
Master Pitcairn won't be here for but a few weeks. I shall return him to his proper post once our work is finished.
The devil's work, no doubt. It's bad enough my superiors have insisted I grant you use of Charles. But they said nothing about this traitor. You'll not have him.
Edward, listen to reason.
We're done here. See these gentlemen out.
Oh.
Well, that didn't go as I expected.
And to think I used to call him brother.
What now? They'll chase us off if we try and return.
We're done with this camp. And as luck would have it, so are they. Come along.
What are you planning?
To steal Master Pitcairn.
What?
You'll see. Now, when I give the signal, you're to distract Braddock's patrol and lure them into a dead end.
Perhaps down Marlborough?
No.
What of Lynn or Ship Street?
Yes. Those fresh arrived are often soon in dire straits. They're more likely to seize upon an opportunity to fatten their purses and...
Whether a fleet or a weekend angler, he's got everything to make him jump out of the water.
Now!
You thieves and scoundrels, one and all!
I
Fie on you and your false war!
Wait, I wonder what that was.
After him!
Crap.
Unhand him, Edward.
You again.
Let us go. And John Pitcairn with us.
I will not have my authority challenged.
Nor I.
Put them all in chains.
I stay my hand today because you were once my brother, and a better man than this. Or should our paths ever cross again, all debts will be forgotten. You're free now, John.
Traitor! Go on then. Join them on their fool's errand. And when you find yourself lying
I assume
broken
you've good reason for causing all this madness. What is it you require of me?
I'll explain everything on the way.
Did not hear them. Literally, their voices overpowered this. Really? So sequence 2? What time is it? It's almost 1. Might have to, I may or may not have to call this stream short.
If I may, I was curious about your past with Braddock. You two clearly have a history.
Edward was one of us upon a time. I considered him a close friend. He was brave and bold in ways few men are. But everything changed at the siege of Bergen op Zoom. We had lost the fortress to the French, and were in the midst of egress. There was a skiff hidden at the port with which we planned to make our escape. As we drew near, a young man and his family came upon us, begging for safe passage. I consented, but Edward refused. The young man called him Craven then. So Edward killed him and all the rest. Even the children. To this day, I don't know why. Was this the first time he'd struck out? Or had I simply never seen it before? Either way, things were never the same after that. We campaigned together a few more times, but each outing was more disturbing than the last. He killed and killed. Enemy or ally, civilian or soldier, guilty or innocent. It mattered not. If he perceived one to be an obstacle, they died. He maintained that violence was a more efficient solution. It became his mantra. And it broke my heart.
I had no idea.
He hides it well, and intimidates into silence any who discover him. Those who persist have a tendency to find misfortune.
And we should stop him.
I suppose you're right. But I maintain a foolish hope that he might yet be saved and brought back round to reason. I know. It's a silly thing to believe that one so drenched in death might suddenly change.
I'm sorry to have brought this up. It was not my intent to sour you.
Nonsense. We are brothers now. There should be no secrets between us.
Charles is right there. But yeah, this stream is taking on way too long, so I'm going to end it. I hope you enjoyed. If you did, please leave a like. If you're new to my channel, please subscribe for more. This is something I'm planning to see through. Love a see through. That's 101. Alright. I'll see you later.